Oh my gosh, we're live! Hooray! Let me reload this page. What's going on? Things are happening. Technology and me. All right. We are live. Hooray! Technology, what are you doing? Okay. All right. Hooray, we're live! Oh my god. Yay. All right. Hello, welcome to Friday Night Chats, where basically we chat about whatever you want to chat about. It doesn't really bother me. Yeet. Hey, Salad, how are you? Long time no see. I decided I wanted to wear my wig today, and so I got all kind of dressed up a little bit just to have some fun. So I'm just keeping an eye on. There we go. That's all good. All right. So I do have a glass of wine next to me. I actually have water and cordial behind it for later because, yes, got to stay hydrated when drinking. I started this at dinner time, which was about 6:30, 6:45. So it's taken me a while to drink it, which is good. I guess tonight I didn't really plan what to talk about, but it's warm in here. I think tonight I will talk about all sorts of things. I guess if you got any questions you want to ask, please feel free to go ahead. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, give it a thumbs up, even if you didn't enjoy it. And yeah, leave a comment on any of my videos for any videos that you'd like me to do. Basically tonight is, I don't know. I'm still not used to doing lives. I'm still not used to like what to do and what to talk about and stuff. So if I do ramble about things, you obviously know why. This is, by the way, my new wig. It's my rose gold, which I absolutely love. It's so beautiful. I've been wearing it like the last 2 days. Really have. It's been really nice. I just love it. It's so pretty. And I've actually tied it up at the back to kind of give it something different. So, yeah. Oh, I put this up today. Not today. I put it up the other day. So it's my scratch travel thingy world thing. So I'm going to start scratching that at some point of where I've been, which I can't wait. Can't wait to do that. I can definitely say it's a lot of that area in Australia. I think up here as well. That's really it. So yeah, so I'll eventually get onto that. But basically tonight I didn't really plan tonight. I've been quite lazy. Today, what did I do? I've spent a lot of time watching Dynasty. If you guys watch that, I'm obsessed with it. I absolutely love it. I'm still going. I'm on season 2, which I think is the last season. I think there's another one coming out at some point, but yeah, absolutely loving it. Really loving it. It's great. Funny. Yeah, it's such a really good show. Oh my god, like if you haven't watched it, like it is very drama, like you know that there's going to be problem after problem after problem with every episode, but it's also hilarious. And I'm absolutely in love with the main guy, obviously. The not the main guy, the guy who comes in because of the son. Anyway, he's stuck around anyway. But I also Fallon, who's like the daughter of this rich guy. She's just like empowering for a woman, and she's amazing, and I like adore her. I love the evil, not the evil characters, but like more the kind of like real boss bitch characters. And yeah, she's like really, love her, love her. And her fashion is amazing and everything. So, hey Jess, yeah, Dynasty is awesome. But yeah, so I'm still watching that, still obsessed with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I finish it. I have no idea what I'm gonna watch when I finish it. I'm gonna be very upset. I'll be like, "Oh, no, what do I watch now?" So, yes, if you've got any suggestions on what I should watch after this, please let me know. Steve's actually watching, um, Stranger Things, so I'm thinking maybe I should start watching that as well and having a look at that and checking that out. Thanks. Um, yeah, so, yeah, I've gotta figure out what else to watch because I'm consuming a lot of television at the moment, a lot of YouTube. Um, but yeah, uh, I finished all my cleaning last week, which is great. Wow, I sound very boring. This is kind of the things I talk about in my vlogs as well, so they are very boring. Um, but yeah, it's it's been a very boring week, I have to admit. Haven't really done much. I haven't actually gone driving. I was planning on going driving at some point this week just to kind of get out of the house and that, but I didn't. I decided not to. I don't know. So I didn't. Yeah, I definitely will. I will definitely check out Stranger Things. Steve's so far the episodes in and he says it's pretty good, even though we both tried it ages ago and thought, eh. But yeah, I will definitely try again. Yeah, at some point. So once my dynasty ends, I think I'll do that. Um, yeah, let me have a sip of my wine. Um, what else is there to talk about? Oh, I recorded 2 videos today. Oh, not today. Oh my god, what is that? I recorded 2 videos yesterday that I need to edit and put up on my channel. Um, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Um, that I did, which are kind of 2 videos, like, I think one was what was it? One was, um see, I recorded them yesterday. Um oh goodness, what was it? It was basically like you either did or you didn't do kind of thing, whatever those games are called. Yay, 5 people watching. Um, yeah, so I did that kind of video and I did a like a choice kind of thing of would I rather this over this, so like a rather video. God, what is the other one? What was the first one called? It was yeah, basically it was like, did you do this or that? And you kind of go yes or no. Or not yes, yeah, you know. Anyway, so I've done those, so I've got to edit those. I've also got some new software for my Final Cut Pro, which is my editing software, where I've been playing around with some of the special effects to create like a magic and fire and things like that. So I don't have to set anything on light, but on fire. So that's been pretty fun and challenging at the same time. I've been really, really enjoying that. I know these are boring. Um, yeah, so just been trying to get things done. Oh, thank you so much, Super JC. I love it too. It is amazing. Um, yeah, it's kind of been my week. Hasn't really been much. Haven't really done much, which I guess is probably like everyone else. Like I don't really think many people are doing much nowadays at the moment because there's nothing you can really do, to be honest. Um, but I'm trying to keep myself entertained and I'm trying to learn a bit more with editing and stuff like that to start creating content to be able to do really good editing with. I still got a lot of videos. Still got a lot of videos to edit anyway. I can't sing, and I don't want to break anything, so no, that's not happening. um, yeah, so I'm just trying to keep myself busy, and obviously Friday nights are dedicated to this because this is kind of my thing now, I guess. Actually, I don't know if, but yeah, I can't. It's copyright. Um, but yeah, so I'm just trying to keep myself busy, trying to sort out my YouTube stuff because this is definitely a channel that I'm trying to really get back up and running properly. I definitely let it go for a while. So yeah, noisy car. What else has happened? I almost thought I lost my geese twice yesterday and the day before because we have a river right where we live. Um, they go there now for their water and play and bathing and everything. So I went out there because I go out there throughout the day, one to get a bit of sunlight and some fresh air, but two to just check on everyone. And yesterday I'm like, oh God, where did they go? I'm like freaking out, like properly freaking out. And I'm calling and calling and they're not replying because they usually just honk at me. And I'm like, so I had to come back and change shoes because I was wearing heels. And then I was like going up and down the river to try and find them. And then I'm like, I bet you I'm going to come back and they're going to be there. Like, there is no way that they're not going to be there. And of course, I come back and they're there. They come out from their little hiding spot and they're honking at me. And I'm like, so that's when you decide to come back? Oh, I was like, excuse me. You're supposed to come when I ask. And today I went out actually to just check on them. And all of them, chickens and geese, came up to me. And I'm like, what is wrong? Like, they've been fed this morning. I'm like, come on. Like, you shouldn't be hungry. They were more hungry. And I'm like, oh, like, how much food do you need? So I had to give them extra food. But even though they're like in the garden and wandering around the property and, eating enough stuff, apparently they wanted more. Greedy. But yeah, so it's very entertaining. I can definitely say that. It's very, very entertaining. Life at the moment. Life on the farm is so fun. I've actually been cooking some really interesting meals this week for dinner. I did a butter chicken tonight, which was quite nice. I did a sausage curry last night, which was really good. Had to put yogurt on top because it was a little bit spicy, but really good. And I did a paella using couscous on Tuesday, which was, oh my God, amazing. Absolutely amazing, like really delicious. So yes, I've been really kind of cooking dinners from scratch this week, and yeah, it's been fun. And tomorrow night we're doing a slow cooked paprika chicken. So I'm going to do that in a slow cooker and try out that and see if I can do it because I've never really used a slow cooker properly before. So it'll be very exciting to do that. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. Draw a celebrity. I can't draw. Yeah, so that's kind of my week. Like I haven't really done much at all. I need to do more things so I can talk about more things that I do. But yeah. Well, something I miss doing with being stuck at home. I miss just being able to just go out somewhere, like go out to the movies or go to the city and just walk around the city or go catch up with someone. Like I miss all the freedom. Basically, I feel like I'm not free to do anything. It really sucks. But that's what I really miss. What do you guys miss about being stuck at home? Yeah, I think that's really that. And I guess this whole thing, like the one thing probably the biggest thing I miss is having Steve living in the house with me. He's not. So it's very lonely. I think that's why I started these lives at this kind of time because I'm very, very lonely. But yeah. Yes. Yes, I miss people, interaction. I've been messaging my friend the last couple of days and she sent me a message randomly today out of the blue saying, I miss you. And I'm like, I miss you too. It's like, oh, like it's really hard. Like, I don't know, like I miss being able to see my sister, my mum, my family, my friends. Like just this whole thing has just been really it's been a real page turner and like really interesting to see how everyone kind of has dealt with it. Same sort of thing, interaction with people other than through the screen. Yeah, exactly. Like it's all very well to do the screen things and video calls and stuff, but I'd rather just be physically with someone going somewhere. I can't wait to like go somewhere and be able to sit with people again. It will be great, but who knows when that'll happen, you know? Who knows? Sure, it'll be in a few months, hopefully. Ooh, I hope it's before my birthday. Because if I turn 30 and I'm still at home, I'll be like, okay. So we gotta be free by June. At least so I can go out and have a nice dinner or something. You know? A dinner or because it's not like Steve can cook me dinner. Did you see the riots in America? No, I don't watch news. I'm very oblivious to the news. But that's my choice. I choose not to watch news because it's too sad and depressing. So no, I didn't see it, but I'm sure it was bad. What else is there to say? Oh, I started jumped on the computer today because I'm like, you know what? I haven't sat down and actually played computer games for a while. I've actually had a friend message me about it saying, you don't play games. I'm like, I know. What was it? It was Planet Coaster. I've watched a YouTuber for the week, like during this week, play it, and I was like, oh, I need to get back on that. So I started playing that again. It's been fun. I still have, excuse me, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm good with games like that. I'm not very good at knowing what to do. I just go in and do it and hope for the best. But yeah, so I've been playing that. That's really it. I've been doing TikToks and watching TikToks. Which actually I've got to record a couple of TikToks this weekend because I need to catch up because I'm almost out of the TikToks that I've made. I think I made 7, so I'm down to like 3 to go or something. So yeah, so do a few of those this weekend, record some more, get them ready so I can make people laugh because I like making people laugh. Yeah. What have you said? They want to get out of quarantine because they think corona isn't too bad. Government are overreacting in America. Oh, wow. That's right. They could be like Perth, where we haven't really got any. Thank you. I thank you. I'm glad people like them. How do I work out what TikToks to film? Basically, I just go through when them pop up, and if they're hilarious and I think they're funny, like funny voices and things like that, I save them. And then my process of actually filming is basically I think about it on the spot. I don't think about it for like days or weeks or anything. I just open it up and go, right, what sounds do I have now? How am I going to do this? And then I just do it. And it's just, I don't know. And it turns out however it turns out. So yeah, some of them take me like many tries. Like I think the like every TikTok I've done, I've never just done one like take and got it. I've probably done about 5+ takes to get the result that I get. And with some of them, after a while, I'm like, that'll do. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do. I don't think about it until I do it, and that's when I put the plan in motion. And what you see is what you get, basically. Yeah, I think it's funny. Like, I think I'm funny. Other people do, but I watch my videos over and over, and I just lose myself laughing. It is so funny. I'm very good at making a fool of myself just for other people's entertainment. So there you go. Have a drink. What else am I going to say? Ouch! Just kicked my toe. There's something I was going to say, and now I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is now. Anyway, how's everyone going? How's life been for you guys? Like, What's been happening? No, but I did know that about the nose, that it swaps all the time to keep it clear. I believe that's what they do. Um, what else is there to talk about? My lamingtons were good, by the way. If you guys, came to my last live last week when I cooked lamingtons live, baked lamingtons live, they were delicious. I've had 3. There's still more in the fridge. I'm still got more. Um, I need to eat them. But yeah, I think I gave Steve 4, and I had 4 in a little thing, and then there's like another big packet of like 6. So I've had 3. I've been good. I've been very good with my sugars. So thank you. They were delicious. They were very nice. Um, but I'm trying not to eat too many. So yeah, I think next time if I do them, instead of having them so big, I might cut them up a bit smaller as well, and double the chocolate to dip in. So yeah, they were really, really nice. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like I don't know. Every week I feel like I don't know about you, but every day and every week just seems to be the same thing over and over, and it's not different. I sometimes forget what day it is. I hate forgetting what day it is because in my vlogs I always say, it's such and such day, my thing. If you watch them, and every now and again I'm looking at the camera going, "Shit, what day is it? What day is it, Chris? Think about it." I'm grabbing my phone like, "Oh, it's that day." So yeah, it's been a bit like every day just seems to just become the same day. I don't know. At least I know it's Friday, so I can always remember this. But yeah, I remembered yesterday, like afternoon, going, "Oh my god, tomorrow's Friday. I better put my thing up." So yeah. Um, favorite movie. Oh well, my favorite childhood movie is um. What is it? Mary Poppins is my favorite childhood movie. Um, my favorite movie at the moment, as as I'm older, um, I don't know. I don't know. There's so many that I've really enjoyed and really liked at the moment that I don't know. I don't really have a favorite at like now, I guess. But yeah, would be nice to have a favorite, but I don't really. I like too many, and like I'm very much a rom com or comedy kind of person. So there's so many movies like that that I just watch and I love. But yeah. Although, yeah, yeah, I think that's really it. I don't really know. Um, what else did I do? Um, let's do this. What am I doing? Googling. Google, Google, Google. Google things. Google is fun. It's always good when you have the internet in front of you. The last movie I saw at the cinema. Oh, that's testing my memory. um, what was it? I have no idea. I honestly don't remember. It's probably a Steve question. I have no idea. I don't remember the last movie. No, I couldn't even explain it to you because I have no idea. Wow. Yep, thanks, brain. Oh, okay, good. I'm like, I think it was last year sometime. I don't know. It's been so long. It's been so long. It's crazy. Um, let's Google. Um, think about it. God, I've been researching a lot of like things to do when live and everything like lately, and it's just there's so many things like there's like show your setup or your office or something, create live webinars and trainings, but I can't train you guys in anything. Promote your content. It's like I do that all the time. Live Q and A's. It's like yeah, we do that, and it's like share your expertise. I'm like I'm an expert in being me. um, do live products or service demonstrations. I did a cooking thing last week and live spontaneous sessions to answer questions about yourself. It's like, yeah, well, I do that. Um, maybe what I'll do, what are they? They're, what are those things called? Just do um, quiz. QIC. I'm very good at these spelly things. All right, let's try this. I'm on BuzzFeed. I'm going to see what they've got that we could discuss tonight. I'm going BuzzFeed quizzes and see what they've got as an idea. Loading, tis loading. All right. Um, hmm. Tell me what quiz you're doing. I'll join in. Oh, gotta have a look out. When my computer decides it's going to work. It's very slow. I'm asking it to do way too much all at the same time. Zoe 101. No, it's not. I don't know. There's so many. What else is there? I need to plan these. Seriously. I really do. I'm very bad at like not planning. Last week was fine because I was baking, so I was like busy doing stuff. Um, so yeah, which I want to do again. I really do. I just need to figure out. Like, I need to decide what recipe I want to do. Even though I've got so many that I can do, it's also asking Steve nicely to go get my ingredients if I don't have any. I think. Oh, I had an urge today. I'm like, I wish I had bananas in the house because I really want a banana bread. Do you ever get those urges? Like, I'm like, I really feel like banana bread. Like, ah. And I was going to text Steve, like, bring me bananas home. But I'm like, no, maybe I'll send him out tomorrow or something to go get me some bananas. So I can make banana bread over the weekend or something because I really, really want them. I don't know why. I just had this real urge. Enjoyed your live chat. Need to sleep early. Driveway start tomorrow night. Okay, good night, Super JC. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. Just to simply eat. Yeah, I think that's everyone. Oh, that was me today. Like I was like, oh God, I need like I was sitting on the couch watching Dynasty. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, is it lunchtime yet? Like between breakfast and lunch, I'm like, is it lunchtime yet? I kept checking my time. Got to like 11:30. I'm like, come on, it's got to be lunchtime now. Still wasn't. I was like, ugh. Like I know I can just eat. But I'm like, I don't want to eat too early because I'm trying to like not eat between meals. And so I waited and waited and waited, and finally 12 o'clock hit, and I'm like, I can't hold out to 12:30, so I'm just gonna eat. But I was like, so hungry. What did I have for lunch? What did I make myself? I made myself. Oh, I found some at the bottom of the freezer, some like mashed potato, like in this container, like mashed potato with peas and corn in it. And I'm guessing it's been sitting there for like ages. And I was like, oh, that'll be good. And I'm like, what else can I add to it to make it better? So I whipped in our um, air fryer some sweet chili chicken fingers and some chicken nuggets. And I was like, oh my God, amazing. So I put barbecue sauce on them, and then I mixed some sweet chili sauce in with my mashed potato, which I can tell you is delicious, by the way. And that was like my lunch. It was so good. Um, and with with my paella on Tuesday that I made, I had that for lunch on Wednesday. Did I have it for lunch on Wednesday? Or was that Thursday, Friday? What are we? We're Wednesday. No, we're Friday. So when did I make the paella? I was supposed to make it on. No, I did make it on Tuesday. So Wednesday I had it for lunch. And I thought, oh, I'm going to add sweet chili sauce. I love to add sweet chili sauce to a lot of things. Like if I had a bowl of rice, I would add sweet chili sauce to it. Sweet chili sauce is amazing. Um, so yeah, so I did that. And oh, I'm going to do that when I make the paella again because it was good. It was like chicken and chorizo. Yum. If I do that again, I'm going to add a bit of sweet chili sauce to it. It was amazing. Oh, just gave it that little kind of like sweet spicy kick to it. So good. Now I want it again. I need to make it. But yes, I'm enjoying cooking. Like I've really gotten back into it and really enjoying it. And I like the fact that I'm making food from scratch. And like I've got jars of things that I can make and stuff. But like I did that for like the last few weeks. I'm like, no, no, no. I need to actually make physical food like from scratch. So I have been. It's been really cool. And you know, at least then dinner's ready when Steve gets home. But it's all fresh. But yeah, it's been really, really good. I've really been enjoying it. But yeah, I've got so many eggs. Oh my God. The joys of having chickens is you get fresh eggs all the time. But I don't eat egg that often. Like I like it, but I don't eat it all the time. So I have so many eggs at the moment. I'm just like, oh, like I know I can just chuck them out because we'll always get more. But it's like, fresh eggs, like, and I can't sell them because I can't see anyone. So they're like, yeah, it's annoying. What's your favorite Gen Z artist? What do you mean by Gen Z? Or do you just mean my favorite artist in music at the moment? My favorite artist, well, I'm sure Jess could actually tell you who my favorite artist is. um, but it is Britney Spears. It always will be. Always will be. Um, born 1999 to now. Oh, okay. Born 1999. So geez. Favorite artist from. Yes, that's right, Jess. Although she wasn't born then. Born 1999. I don't know anyone, I don't think, that's that age. Because they'd only be 20. I don't know. I'm gonna Google now because I'm like, I don't know who would be that age that I'd probably listen to. Um, musical artist It's born. Let's see what it says. That's not what I asked. I asked for musical artists, you silly thing. Okay, she born then. Okay, well that would make sense because I don't know. Like she's good. Like I've heard that Bad Guy song, but that's it. That's all I really know of her. I'm not. I don't really. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like I've got many artists that I like. Um, like if we don't worry about. Oh wow, jeez. Like if we don't worry about like when they were born or anything, you got like you got Ariana Grande. I like her. I like Christina Aguilera, Jennifer Lopez, um, Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato. Who else do I like to listen to? Oh God, it's all over us. Pussycat Dolls. God, let's go back in time to like S Club 7, 5, Backstreet Boys. Oh God, who else? Hmm, that's cool. Um, God, so many artists I listen to. Taylor Swift is a big one that I listen to that I like. Um, not really a fan of a new album, to be honest. Lover. Um, but amazing in concert. Oh my God. Who else do I like to listen to? So many artists. Like I like dance music. Um, like pop or dance. I'm not really into like all the ballads and stuff. It's very rare I listen to ballads. Um, so yeah, I like songs that kind of make you get up and move and happy and all that kind of stuff. Very Lady Gaga. Yeah, there's many. Oh my god, I could go on all night about that I like. But yes, um, Ashley Tisdale, Vanessa Hudgens. There's so many. Some of them, like a lot of them. Have you noticed? Like a lot of them are from like Disney. Um, the one song that always puts me in a good mood. Oh, hmm. It's a good question. Is a song that puts me in a good mood? Um, oh God, let me check through my Spotify. I need to figure that out now. That's quite interesting. Good question, Jess. Um, through my like songs. Let me see what does put me in a good mood. I'm sure that there's so many. Um, you probably know who I'm looking through. Um, uh, oh God, you know what? I think, yeah, what does? Like they say, I have a few. Yeah, there's a few for me. Um, if you'd ask me what my motivation song is, like to get up and dance and stuff, it's Work Bitch. Um, going back to Salad's thing, what's your favorite song? My favorite song would be um, "If You Seek Amy" by Britney Spears is definitely my favorite song. I love it because it's so true. um, but yeah, what else is there? What else? That there's what else? What else did I do this week? Wasn't really much. Oh, yeah, that's a good song. That's a good song. That's a good older song. Um, yeah, been on for 40 minutes. I need to sit down. Oh, oh, bad romance. Yeah, that's good. I think my favorite song from Lady Gaga would be me. Um, and go. What would my favorite song from her be? No, it's Poker Face. I had to think. I'm like, what's the song title called? Poker Face. I absolutely love that song from Lady Gaga. It's such a good song, and the music video is awesome too. The way she like comes out of the pool and it's like wow, it's such a good song. Um, message retracted. Oh no. Fix up my hair. Which side is it? It's that side. Like looking at the opposite. It's so weird. See, I don't like that part of Gaga. um, okay. Um, yeah, that time period of Lady Gaga just didn't. It wasn't Lady Gaga. It was Stephanie. Um, like when she started doing like what's his name, John Bennett or whatever his name was. From there up until she did the movie, I wasn't a fan. But now she's back as Lady Gaga, the weird crazy one, and I love it. So yeah. She was very different, and like, I don't mind. And artists can do that; they always change, and they adapt to different things and everything. But I think the thing I found annoying was the fact that like she's different, which makes a name for like people who are different, like myself. In a way, like you feel more comfortable with an artist who is completely ridiculously like different, and you're like, oh my god, I can relate to that. That is awesome. She's not like the cutout perfect, pop star that they seem to make with every pop star that comes out. It wasn't like another Britney or another J Lo or another like Christina or something. She was like completely different. And then I kind of felt like she went into that kind of normal stage, and I'm like, no. Uh, yeah, she was very flexible as an artist. Don't get me wrong, but I think she's an incredible singer. I've seen her live like twice. She's an incredible singer, and she's just amazing. And she's very flexible, and that's good. It's good to be, but like I don't know. You can be flexible, but still keep your like identity that you've created, kind of thing. Like I think I find that with um, let's say someone like Katy Perry, who's always been the way she's been during this entire time that she's been doing her music. And I've liked everything that she's done. She's never really changed. Um, but like she's changed her looks and everything and styles and musical genres and stuff. And it's been amazing, but she hasn't changed, how she started. So I don't know, that's my opinion on that. I think it just like I like the crazy costumes and stuff that Gaga wears. And it felt like she'd stopped that and given up and just went normal. I'm like, no. Like I can't I refuse to see the movie A Star Is Born. I won't see it. Like I watch it in American Horror Story because that's Lady Gaga. That's she's crazy and weird and dressed up and creepy and everything, but I just can't watch her as herself, if that sounds good. I don't know. But yeah. Okay. Do you refuse to not watch it, Jess, or have you just not seen it yet? 'Cause it's on Netflix, I think. I think Steve's watched it. And he's like, you'd probably like it. And I'm like, not really. But yeah, maybe one day in the future I might turn around and watch it, but I don't think I will. Change the subject. Nice. If you could be an animal, what would you be? Oh, I think I'd like to be an eagle because they're pretty. Because they can fly, and I think it's just nice. And they're beautiful big birds, and yeah. Um, yeah, I think an eagle or a penguin because they're just adorable. Like me, no. uh, but yes, I. Um. Ugh, what was I gonna say? Oh my god. Hmm. There's 6 people watching. Hello. How's it going? Feel free to join in and chat and ask questions and whatever you want. Ask away. Would you either say a lion or a koala? If I had to choose out of those, I think I'd want to be a koala because they're so cute. Whereas a lion, like amazing as a lion is, I think I don't know. I feel like you're in more danger as a lion. But I guess whether you're an animal, you wouldn't really know anything. So I don't know. Hmm. Oh, okay, that makes sense. You'd be a lion or a koala. Okay. Wow. Blonde. I swear it's only one glass and it's taken me hours to drink. Um, okay. That's good. Lions are empowering and koalas are just so cute. So it's pretty much your personality. It's you. You're cute and you're very powerful, like driven and motivated. So and strong. Hooray, I finally finished at like 10 to 10. Yeah. Haha. can go. Oh, actually, I shouldn't leave that there, should I? There we go. Oh my god, there's a salad emoji. Wow. Who would have thunk it? Right, time to get some water/cordial into me. Mm. All right. 2 people watching. Wow. So many people have left. That's fine. The alcohol's gone. People are like, see ya. It's like, all right, Chris is done with his wine. We're going. I'm guessing they were expecting me to pull out like a bottle and keep filling up. It's like, no, sorry, that's not me. One glass is all I do. Actually, I need to go out when I can finally go out and actually go somewhere and have a drink with some friends and be social. I haven't done that for ages. Even before we went into quarantine, I didn't really go out and drink with people. So probably need to start doing that at some point when I can, and have someone else be the designated driver. Not that I drink much, but it'd be nice to not have to worry about driving. But yes, ugh. What is happening? What is going on? Everything's. Oh, you're going to go to bed. When we can start traveling again, where do you want to go on your holiday next? Oh, I want to go. Where do I want to go? I want to go back to Florida and see. I think I want to go back to America and see a bit more of America. So like Florida, like go back there again, go visit a friend in Tampa, and then go like Texas and all those kinds of places where we've got friends in America. Go visit them and maybe head up to Canada, um, Toronto and stuff like that, and visit people there. So I think I'd like to go back to America and try and do most of that if I can, and catch a cruise ship. I really, 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 really want to go back on a cruise ship. And at the moment, with the way the cruises have been hit hard with all this bloody virus and everything, I want to go back and support them again. I think most people should. I think they've taken a battering in a horrible way, and I think it's very, very unfair. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's very unfair how the cruise lines have been hit with what's been going on with the media and everything, and I think it's very unfair. And I've noticed a few posts on my Facebook feed of people whinging about cruising and stuff, and I'm not going to say any particular name, and basically saying that they're never going to go on a cruise, even though they've never been on one. And it's like, well, you know, been on cruises, been on many cruises. I know how sanitarily. Good night, Jess. Have a good sleep. Thank you for watching. Um, I would like to do a video on this, to be honest. I think it would be interesting. But basically, I think it's very, very unfair how the cruise companies have been targeted. It's not fair. It's very much not fair. And like you don't hear horror stories from people flying and stuff like that. So it's quite mean. And ships are so clean, so sanitarily clean. There's like hand washing stations. There's public bathrooms. There's the sanitizers everywhere on a ship. So it's not like they're not clean, and the cleaners are cleaning everything every day. There's always someone cleaning some banister or floor or something. And even at night when everyone's gone to bed, there's still people cleaning and vacuuming and doing stuff. And yeah, it's quite horrifying that cruise companies have been hit so hard, and it's not fair. And it should never have gone that way. I think it's not it's not good. Um, they're doing their best, and they can't really do much when governments aren't letting them in to let people off. So they have to then contain people, and that's when people get sick. So yeah, but it's like trying to get that through to people that cruise ships are so clean. Like I've never ever been anywhere besides where I like my own house that has been no, actually a cruise ship is a lot cleaner than my house. Like I think it's a lot more sanitized than my house. And it's very, very upsetting to hear that people think that cruise ships aren't clean. It's like, yes, you're in a confined space. Yes, people are going to pick up things, but that's not on the cruise company. That's on the passengers. Like, if you're sick, would you go around and start touching everything and then knowing that someone else is going to come behind you? You know what I mean? Um, that's good. Well done. I'd probably be exactly the same if I did a Britney one. Um, but yeah, my opinion on this whole cruise stuff is that it's very unfair. And I think people need to stop being so mean. Yeah, exactly. They whinge about that, but there are people who get off the ship who have, been sick and they're okay. For crying out loud, like people die on a cruise ship. Elderly go on there because that's their retirement and they pass away. My last cruise that I did, we had what was it? We had 4 people pass away. 2 separate, like male and female, and then a couple, like an actual couple. So that's normal. But and in one of them, we've had a medical emergency. Like it's not like cruise ships are like, oh, you'll be fine. It's basically like you are responsible for your own health. You are responsible for your own cleanliness and stuff. Yeah, I think it was an elderly couple. Obviously, last days, and like we're going to take a cruise. Some of them do that. Um, but yeah, I think people just need to stop being so negative about everything. Go, okay, what can we do to help this? What's the positive outcome that we can do? And maybe things will get better. And not tooting our own horn, but look at WA. Western Australia is the best place at the moment for this coronavirus. We haven't had one. I haven't had a new coronavirus in like a few days, 4 days or something. So it's we're doing something right. Yeah, it's not a bad way. I would honestly love to retire onto a cruise ship. I'd just travel the world. I'd be so happy to just travel the world. Unpack once and there you go. Happy, done. That's my home. Be amazing. But yeah, they are pretty good. That's something I can't wait to do. Like I actually told Steve the other day. I said, look, when we can go, when everything's finished and we can go back on a holiday and everything, I'd like to go on another cruise. Our last cruise was in 2018. So it's like, I'd like to go again. This is be 2 years without a cruise. And I'm sure that they'd actually be cheaper if we book them soon. So it'd be nice. But it's a good way for us because we have friends from around the world. Like we have friends in America, we have friends in the UK, Canada, the eastern states of Australia. We've got people all over the world, and it's like it's a great way for all of us to meet up as a group and chat and have fun and be like physically with each other and it's great. And it's like, yeah, it's we've met so many great people doing these holidays, and I it's like the best thing like Honestly, it really, really is. I honestly prefer going on a cruise than going somewhere and staying, because at least if you're at a destination and you spend an hour there, you're like, "I don't like this place." You can just get back on board the ship and spend the day on the ship while everyone's off. You get the pool to yourself, you get everything, you get the food. Like, it's amazing. So, yeah, so yeah, I just really wanna get back on a cruise ship. Um, I miss it. I miss it so much. Yay! Oh, it's 2 AM. Bloody hell. Well, that's what you get for living in New Zealand, sweetie. Uh, oh, dear. Yay, I've hit the 1 hour. Another probably hour or 2 to go. Hooray. I don't know if tonight will be a long one, with not so many people talking. I think it'll be quite a short one. Um, I'll give it probably another half an hour to an hour. Um, but yeah, I our last cruise actually was a really cool one, actually. We had media, um, with it and everything, because we were the first largest cruise ship to go through the new section of the Panama Canal, and it was fabulous. It was awesome. Beautiful ship. NCL do amazing ships. Nothing against Royal Caribbean, absolutely love them. I want to go on their bigger ships, but this was my first NCL, and the ship was beautiful, and there was so much to do, and it was just huge, and it was amazing. So, I love, yeah, the flexibility of going on a cruise is so much better than just rocking up somewhere. Um, having time to just sit and do absolutely nothing and not feel bad about it. Like if I go somewhere, like say Bali or something, I can't just relax. Like even if I try and force myself to sit and read a book, it takes me, like, I'll probably read for about an hour or two, and then I'm like, right, I need to get off my ass and we need to go for a walk, or we need to go do this, or we need to go look here or go do that, or something. I can't just sit, because I know that there's things that we can do, there's places we can go. Um, Whereas, like, on a cruise ship, well, you can't go anywhere. You're like, if we're in the middle of the ocean, you can't just get off. So it forces me, and it actually forces my partner, to stop and pick up a book and find somewhere comfortable on the ship, grab a drink or something, and sit there. And I can honestly find a nice spot, and I can get through a few chapters of a book just by sitting there and reading, because I can, because I got no other obligations, nothing else to do, and it's great, and I really, really enjoy that. So I need that too. Like, even now, like, even though I'm in quarantine and, I have all this time, I'm like, I'm just like, I really wanna go somewhere, and I wanna do stuff. I don't just wanna sit down and do nothing. Like, I could sit and watch something, but I'm always got my laptop in front of me, Googling stuff or typing something out or something while watching something, or I'm on my phone and watching something, or I'm not just, like, stuck there watching. So I kind of probably do need to read a book. I do have books that I should be reading, just because it will give me something to do. And, like, I guess I need to train myself to stop and relax and do that. I did that once, actually. Was it last week? Yeah, last week I set up myself outside, because I'm the day, like the afternoon, outside. So I set my laptop up and everything, lunch and everything outside, and spent the whole afternoon outside. It was really nice, undercover in case it rained. But, like, I kind of stopped, and I actually managed to type out like an entire scene of a script, which was amazing, like straight off the top of my head. And I was like, oh my God, I needed this. It took me a few hours, but I'm like, I needed this. Like, I needed to just stop. So I need to do that. I need to do that a bit more. And, because I spent the last few weeks cleaning the whole house. So, well, since I locked myself in the house, I've been cleaning. Now that that's finished, I'm like, I've got all this free time. I'm like, what do I do with myself now? Like, what do I do? So I'm trying to figure out things to do and what to do and not waste my time. So Yeah, wow, listen to me go on and on. Better look at the comments and see what's happening. What's happening here? New Zealand's lockdown gets less strict soon for 2 weeks till they decide whether to open New Zealand shops and restaurants. Oh, okay. The 28th here, drive-through and delivery pizza opens again. Yay! That's pretty cool. I don't know what's happening here at all because I don't leave the house, so I don't know. I don't know what's closed and what's open and, anything like that. I have no idea. I am so oblivious to everything that's going on at the moment, purely because I don't leave the house. I don't go anywhere, so I haven't really looked at anything, whether things are open or not. But it's I just find this whole thing, like, I don't know about you, but I find this whole thing so fascinating to see how the world has coped and how the world has adapted to this kind of thing and people's reactions to it and all that. Like I know that people are struggling, I understand that, and I think it's terrible that people are struggling, but oh, that's sad. But it might have to happen. We're not on lockdown, but we are restricted to gatherings and things. Only two people. You can only have like you and someone else, but you have to be 2 meters apart or something, or some, I don't know, some social distancing thing. So I'm guessing no one's really doing anything. But yeah, it's really kind of, I don't know. I think it showed who listens and who doesn't, who takes things seriously and who doesn't. But what's next? What could happen next? Who knows? Things could happen, and I don't know. We shall see what happens next. Anyway, trying to stay away from talking about that. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. For those of you who have just joined, I put this up the other day, which is like a scratch map where you scratch where you've been. Haven't done it yet. I need to do it. So hopefully by next week, next stream, that'll have color on it. I think that's how it happens. Never done one before. I think it's got colors. But I'm hoping by next stream I would have scratched where I've been. So you'll see where I've been. I'll let you know I've only been to America. Like, I've been to America and Asia and the east coast of Australia. That's really it. Haven't been to Europe yet. I really want to go to Europe at some point, but I don't know when. I've got some friends in Europe that I want to go visit. I've got a friend, I should say, in Europe that I really want to see. Haven't seen her for years. And she was just amazing. She lived over here for a bit and then things happened, so she had to go back home. But she was absolutely lovely and I really miss her. We always had girly time. It was great. And she lives in Ireland, so it's like I want to converse with her partner and surprise her, which I think would be amazing. But I just need to be able to get there. We were going to do it last year. I was going to do it last year when we had a cruise semi-booked for last year, but unfortunately we couldn't go do that cruise, so I couldn't go do my surprise. But I wish I could have. But it'll happen at some point. I'd love to go surprise her and be like, "Hello, I'm now in your country." So yeah, it'll be interesting. But I've got other friends in the UK somewhere, which would be awesome to see. And I just like to see the UK. Like I see it in movies and TV shows, and I follow YouTubers who live there and everything like that. But I've never I just can't picture it. Like, even though I see it on those things, I'm like, I can't, like, in my mind, I'm like, that can't be real, really. Like, the other day, this probably sounds really boring. The other day, I watched a documentary on Big Ben and the renovations that they're doing, and it looks amazing. But I'm like, that thing is actually real, and it's still there, and it's standing, and it's that old. Wow! So it'd be awesome to see that, and just like see a London bus. I know that sounds very weird and foreign for most people, but to me, it's like I like the red buses, so I think they'd be quite interesting to see and ride on. Um, and just UK itself, like it will be completely different to here, and just even though we're migrants from that country, it's like it would be very interesting. And then and but not just that, like to be able to drive like an hour and be in a completely different city, like a completely different, yeah, different city or continent or whatever they're called, um, a different state. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. Would just be it'd be mind blowing because living here in Perth in WA, you drive an hour, you're still within Perth's limits. You haven't left the city limits yet. Like I'm half an hour to 35 minutes from the city. You drive an extra, well, from me, what's an hour from the city south? An hour from the city south would be Mandra. So you're still within city limits. North is about Joondalup, still within city limits. Like there is so much, like I just can't put it through my head being able to drive an hour and be in a completely different city or a different state, and like different language, different setup, different style, everything is just completely different because I've lived somewhere where you drive that far and you're still within the limits of the city. Like we are so spread out, it's ridiculous. Like even if I like when I go over east, even going an hour out of like Sydney or something, you're still in New South Wales. You haven't moved to, Victoria or Brisbane or Queensland. You're still in New South Wales. Like here, you're still in WA. I think it would take I think to get out of WA, if you were to go east, I think it's about 5 or 6 hours to get out of WA. But if you go north or south, you're just going to end up still in WA. We are so big, it's ridiculous. What? I went into lockdown single. I'm taking a break from my girlfriend. Dumb idea. Yeah, I don't think there's really such a thing as taking a break from a partner. You're either with them or you're not. That's my opinion though. Like nothing against people doing that, but that's just my opinion. I couldn't do that. If I didn't want to be with someone, I'd just say it. You know? And if I want to be with someone, I'll be with them. Taking a break, it's just the whole Ross and Rachel thing. We're on a break. That's all it reminds me of. Which is just it's hilarious. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But that's, everyone's different and everyone has their own choices with things. So but for me personally, I couldn't do that. I'd have to be either with them or just say, look, no, sorry, and move on. But depends. Are you happy or do you want to be with this person? But saying that, I'm no like relationship expert or something. God, could you imagine me? Jeez, my gaydar doesn't even work, and I'm gay. My gaydar's more like, I wish you were gay. And I just look at the guys and I'm like, oh, I wish you were gay, but they're not. So it's like, damn it. Oh well, whatever. Oh, it's some tea. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Um, ugh, dear. What else is there to talk about? Just trying to think. Only an hour, 15 minutes. Wow. Amazing. Um, so what is my plan for the rest for the week? Well, it's a long weekend here in Perth. Anzac Day is tomorrow, apparently. Okay. See, that's tricky when you start dating someone that you're friends with, or at least with friends that you know, it gets a bit complicated because then if you two break up, are you still friends with everyone who you know? Thanks, truck. Do you like? Oh, well, that's not good. Well, at least I know what gender you are. Um, maybe unless you are a female dating a female, who knows? Um, manipulative. Jeez, that's not good. Yeah, they're. This is again my opinion. Those types of people are toxic. If Steve ever told me what to do and what not to do without me asking him, I'd be like, goodbye. Don't tell me that. Um, I'm very much my own person. I make my own choices, and I'd rather ask you if I'm worried, not you tell me what to do, kind of thing. So yeah, I think if someone says that, do you feel like she is though? Like that's it's. Who cares what other people think? Like, do you feel that? If you feel that, then the decision is yours to stay with her or not. But if you don't think so, then it's none of their business, really. If that's what they think, that's what they think. That's their thoughts. You know, I don't think it's really anyone's business to decide who you should or shouldn't be with and why you should or shouldn't be with them. I've been through that. I went through that with my parents. Um, so you know, it really it's horrible when people tell you who you should or shouldn't be with. It's not their decision at the end of the day. But she is quite unstable and actually very hurt and thinks they hurt her. What? But she is quite unstable and actually very hurt and thinks they hate her. Oh, now there's lots of proof for both sides and thinks they hate her. Well, if they don't like her, then that's on them. If she doesn't like them, then that's on them, but or on her. But if you like her, that's all that should really matter. Who cares about everyone else's opinion? Trust me when I say you don't need other people's opinions when it comes to relationships. Because if you start listening to other people, then that's on them. Because at the end of the day, like, you're the only person who's going to be with this person on more of a relationship thing than anyone else. So it should be your decision. That's different though. Like your friend knows her on a friend basis, not on a relationship basis. People could be different in a relationship. I don't know. I don't know. I look. It's hard because it's he said she said though. Don't forget it's that whole thing. He said she said. Who do you trust? You know. You know what I mean. You just have to kind of go with your gut feeling and go, look, is this person who I want to be with my feelings and how I feel? Do I want to be with this person? Like, you know, it should be down to you and what you want and what you feel and what you think. You know, I think it's no one else should be dictating. Everyone is entitled to their opinions, absolutely. Like they can have their opinion, but if you think that that's who you want to be with and you like that person and that's who you want to be with, then do it. You know, it doesn't matter who's known who for longer. Makes no difference. But yeah. There's no one watching. That's okay. They're very fragile and need lots of attention. Okay. Well then, I don't know. That is completely your call and your decision, to be honest. Um, well, what do you feel? Do you feel like what is going on? Stop it. There we go. What is up with my internet? No, everything's fine. I look like I'm frozen, but it's because I stopped moving. Um, well, I don't know. How do you like this? Do you like her? Well, just test it without her knowing. I know it sounds mean, but see, try and do things and see if she manipulates you to do something completely different. And then if she does, then no, she does. Or if she's just genuinely looking out for your health and well-being, then that's respectful. But if she's actually manipulating you to do something else, then that should be happening. Most of it was through text because she's shy, so that's a turn off. What do you mean? Because she's shy, so that's a turn off. What? Now I'm very confused. Are you in like how long have you been together? Because now I'm confused. She never talks to me. I don't know. I don't know. If she doesn't talk to you, then maybe she's not interested. Who knows? Maybe she's done. Move on. No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the full story. So okay. Well, if it's pretty new and she stopped talking to you now, I think it's done. Because yeah. If she really wanted attention and she really wanted to see you, she would do it. You know, like even now she'd talk to you through what's happening and being locked down. You'd kind of think that you'd both be messaging back and forth all the time. So I guess I'd have to be the person and say, look, I don't think she wants that. From what you've said, she texts you a lot, but then you say she never talks to you. Now I'm confused. Okay. Ugh, not in real life. Okay. But what, like, I'm very confused right now. Very, very confused. I don't know. I'm probably not the best person to talk to about relationships. Like, I've been in mine for 7 years. So, yeah. Yeah, it would be too hard. Honestly, it would be too hard to try and tell me. Um, but I've been in mine for 7 years, so my partner and I have worked really, really, really hard to get our relationship because it wasn't easy when we first started dating. So it's yeah, relationships are hard, and you just kind of have to fight through it. In the end, things will sort themselves out, and whatever happens, happens, and you just deal with it. So, you know, that's what I've learned. It's kind of my motto in life. Whatever happens, happens, and you just deal with it. Shit happens. You can't do anything about it. You can't control it. So you might as well just deal with it and move on. And that's how I've lived my life. Like, I'm very positive because of that. I don't care now. Like, with all this that happened, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I feel like I'm on a holiday. Like, as boring as it can get, I feel like I'm still just having a holiday. I'm not getting paid for it, but I'm on a holiday. I can just do whatever I want and sit and chat and do whatever. And, I can actually have, like, in a way, it sounds kind of weird, but I can officially like not see people. There was a point where I got to probably about a couple of months ago where I was just like, I was so busy seeing people and catching up with people and all that. Like my timetable was so busy. I was just like, I just want a break where I can just not see anyone. And then this happens, and it's like, okay, now I want to see people. Like it's been a month. I want to see people. So like I think this has kind of taught me to say no to people, and it won't hurt them. It may, but it may not. But it just gives me time to go, look, I just want to do my own thing. I just want to be by myself. Um, which would be good because I needed that because I was just so busy going, yes, I'll see you. Yes, I'll catch up with you. Yes, I want to catch up with you. Yes, yes, yes. And I didn't really do much for myself. And even now, like one of my friends has been messaging me because like I used to play computer games quite a bit with her and her brother, and I love it, love it, love it, love it. Just like lately, I've just been like, I think I've played so much Friday nights and Saturday nights and Saturdays and Sundays and public holidays and during the week that I've just gotten to the point where I'm like, I just need to just stop playing games for a while. Like today was the first day I actually went back on the computer and played a game by myself in a while since I played, I think last week when I did Sea of Thieves, and even that was like an hour, and today was like an hour or two, and that was it because I just need to, like, I seem to just fill my timetable up with so much, and this has given me the chance to just go, no, like I'm not doing anything, I'm not seeing anyone, I'm not playing games, I'm not doing this, and I pick and choose things when I want to do them instead of just doing them because it's just because I did. Um, but in saying that, like, don't get me wrong, I love catching up with people, I love seeing people and all that, but I just think I need to start, like, I don't know, just kind of, what is the word I'm looking for? Just kind of slow down. Like see people, but like in moderation when I can finally, because it got too much to me for me to just balance everything. Like I'm trying to cram so much into my life, and it's not working because there's so many things I want to do and so many things I'd like to be doing, and I'm only getting the time now to be able to kind of get back onto the things that I've really pushed to the side and just left alone. And it's nice to be able to have that freedom and ability to work on the projects that I've wanted to work on and do the things I want to do because there's no one coming and saying, let's catch up, let's go do this, let's go do that, let's run over here, let's do this, let's play this, you know. So it's nice to have distance, I guess, and have that time where I can't go see someone, even if I wanted to. There's actually a friend that I'm just, the only thing is at the moment there is a friend that I would love to be catching up with, or two friends that I'd love to be catching up with, but one at the moment that I'd like to catch up with desperately. Sorry, my computer keeps being weird. like to catch up with desperately because um, she recently lost her partner. And it's been really hard because he was a friend of ours as well. And it's been hard on her. And I feel horrible that I can't just go and see her and hug her and, spend quality time with her and be there for her. And it's been really hard to kind of process that because like she's had to do everything and organize the funeral and again no one can show up for it anyway and stuff like that, and we don't know how long this is going to last, so we don't know how long it will be before we can actually catch up and do something. So it's horrible in that way. Like those are the moments where I'm like, yes, I'll catch up with you and all that. But and then I've got another friend who is like one of my BFFs, and she's got a baby, and well, he's not really a baby anymore, he's a toddler. But like, we video call, and I think she called me the other day, and it was just really nice to see her. And she messaged me today going, oh my god, I can't wait till this is over so we can actually start doing dinners again, because we used to catch up every week and have dinner, whether it was at our place or her place. And I'm like, yeah, I can't wait for that either, because like that was nice quality time like that. Like she'd come over for the day, and then I'd make dinner, and her husband would come, and then we'd eat dinner and rah rah rah. Or I'd go to hers and do the same thing, like help her or something, or spend time with Brian. I mean, spend time with their son. But yeah, it's just like there are some people that I really, really, really want to catch up with, and there are others where I'm like, yeah. Like, it sounds mean. It sounds mean, but it's I don't know. Like maybe I'm just getting old, and I just can't stand people. I don't know. I think I just need to soak up this time and do what I can with it before it all disappears and my life gets hectic again. Because even when this is over, I've still got to go out and find a job again. So it's like, what do I do? But it also means that I have to find a job that fits into my lifestyle, because I don't want to. I've done the whole work full time and push life to the side. I've done that, and I don't want that anymore. And this time's really made me realize that I want the whole lifestyle. Work just slots in and works around my lifestyle. So I had to find a job like that. I had to find that job. That's really hard. But yeah, but that's, I guess, kind of what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just sorting a lot of things in my head at the moment to do with things. And you're kind of getting an exclusive because none of this is really. I've recorded this for vlogs, but I never added it. I cut it out because I'm like, I don't need to be all mopey in vlogs and stuff. But in this, basically, I've just been trying to sort my mind out, because I thought about studying, but then I'm like, what do I study? There's nothing that I feel interested in to study, so I don't want to study. But then I'm like, then do I find a job in what area though? Like, what do I want to do? I'm like, I don't know. I had a job lined up, and then all this happened, and now I'm jobless, not earning money. So yeah. But I'm surviving, I guess, is the main thing out of all that. Is I'm surviving, and I'm keeping myself sane, keeping myself happy, and making other people laugh with my stupidity, and it's great. So I got to be happy about that. You can. It's on my channel. I saved it. I made sure I saved it. So it's a Lamington bake. I baked lamingtons. Oh my god, brain. My brain. Seriously, my brain is crazy. But yes, if you go onto my channel, you can watch last week's live. It's on there. There should be a playlist under my playlist called Lives, and it'll be in there. I think it's the second video from the top. I think I've ordered it, so it's like that. I try and put my newest to the top. So yeah, you can go have a look at that. And the recipe, if you want it, is in the description. So I put the recipe in there as well. So you can make it yourself. Yeah, I think next week I might do another baking. I think every second week I might bake something, and every other week, like 1 week bake and 1 week just sit and talk, because baking can be very long, and I'm not always in front of the camera. I'm not always in front of the camera and stuff like that. So if I kind of do 1 week baking, 1 week not, then at least you can get a chance to just sit and talk. And I'll try and organize stuff to talk about for these nights, because it's like it gets to a point where I'm like, I just ramble and ramble and ramble. I might as well just have like a podcast. It's that kind of feeling, which I've actually thought about doing. I've actually thought about having a podcast, and I'm like, but what would it be on? Like, what would I talk about? I barely talk as it is, so what would I do a podcast about? Seriously. But then I'm like, maybe I should, get a friend. A friend and I could do a podcast. And I'm like, but who? Who out of my friends could I do a podcast with? I don't know. Like it's just like I've got so many ideas and so many things that I'd like to do, but I'm like, how? How would I do it? How would I get it working? How would it, how would I promote it? How would the whole process work? What, like, if I was to do a podcast, what would we talk about? What would I talk about? What would be interesting? What would people want to hear from me? Things like that. So it's like I go through all these kinds of questions and things in my mind about what am I going to do? What is next? Like even videos. I'm like, what the hell am I going to record? Like yesterday, I'm like, I'm going to record this and this. And I'm like, okay. So I did. There's no pre-planning involved. Like I don't do a lot of pre-planning, as you can tell by tonight. I'm very, very bad at that, and I don't know why. I just don't. I'm always spontaneous, and I'm like, "Yeah, that'll do." And I think I need to stop, and I need to just plan. I really need to plan. I need to just, do the whole like, I think I just need to plan. I think that's my main thing. I need to sit down and plan out everything like that. But when I first got into quarantine, I'm like, "Right, I've got this whiteboard calendar thing," and I'm like, "Right, I'm gonna write down everything I'm gonna do every day." Did I stick to it? No. I did 3 days and then went, "Something else." So, yeah, it kind of failed. I'm not very good at sticking to, like, schedules like that. If someone else made the schedule, I'd probably stick to it, but because it's me and I know how flexible it can be, I don't. I just, just go with every day as it comes, and it's that kinda thing. Bake a drip cake next week. Ooh, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. That would be nice. Haven't made one of those, I don't think. They look fun and interesting. But yeah, um, yeah, I need to. I will definitely. That's actually a good idea. I will write that down tonight when I finish this as next week's recipe. What flavor? Go on. You can decide what flavor. Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. What? Like, what flavor would you like the cake? And what flavor would you like the icing? You can dictate because you're the only one talking to me. So you can tell me what you want. Not that you're going to get a piece, it's going to be mine. But, at least you can say, I said that flavor cake and that flavor icing. But, yeah, it is. You tell me what you want, like what you'd like me to make. Chocolate with a filling of cream and jam. Oh, I can do that. I can do that. I will do that. All right, done. I'll do a chocolate cake with like thing, and then I'll do a cream and jam middle. Done. No, wait, vanilla with the same filling. Okay, I can do that. And I'll do like a white chocolate drip. So at least it's got chocolate. So it's vanilla, but white chocolate with passion fruit icing. Oh, I want to do chocolate though. I want to do white chocolate. I know I said you can dictate, but you chose the flavor of the cake and the inside of the cake. But I'm going to do a white chocolate icing. Only because I do passion fruit on, like, pavlovas, like vanilla pavlovas and passion fruits on, like, passion fruit cheesecake. So I've done so much, like, had so much passion fruit. Um, but yeah, I think maybe I'll do a white chocolate icing. Yes. We're in agreement. And I like my white chocolate. So it will, yeah. But there you go. Done. Next week, doing that. That is my live, is baking a cake. Yay! Thank you. Because I'm like, what am I going to bake? So I had to find a recipe for that, which will be exciting. Um, as for these, I need to figure out what else to. How long have we been doing this? 100 minutes. So apparently I started this 100 minutes ago. So an hour 40. Okay. So we're going pretty well. We're almost at the 2 hour mark, which makes it 22, 23. Okay, so we're almost at 11. Wow. Geez, I might even be able to finish early and get into bed before midnight. Good thing I didn't do makeup. What else can I say? Well, I used to work in a patisserie. That's probably what, my love for baking. Let me explain this. My love for baking, right, started when we did, like, because at my school we did cooking. We did cooking classes, and I loved it. Like, I love cooking in general anyway. Like, I like making food and creating different things and trying different foods and stuff. And and when I travel, I try all sorts of things. But like, baking really stuck when I could make, like, cakes and muffins and stuff like that at school, and I was like, this is what I want to do. Like, I love it. And then I finished school, like, did baking from like year 9, like cooking from year 9 to year 12. And then when I finished, I got a job in a well, no, in year 11 I did this, like, school apprenticeship thing where it was like you go to school for 3 days, and then 2 days you're at TAFE or you're at a job. So I did that in year 11 and 12, and one section was, like, I think like a term doing baking, and I loved it, absolutely loved it. And it was like, I worked at at, was it Woolworths, down in, like, Kwinana area, like Rockingham. And I was up at like 5 and had to be there by 6. And I'd spend all morning there and, like, baking the cakes, doing the donuts, the muffins, the cookies, like, the whole thing. Absolutely loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. It was the best job, I think I've one of the best jobs I've had. And really enjoyed it. And then that finished because, the whole thing finished and I finished school and everything. And then I moved on and I started my first job, official job, was at a patisserie in North Perth. And again, loved it. I wasn't there for long. I was there for like 5 or 6 months, but absolutely loved it. Loved it so much. And the only reason I couldn't continue is because they were going to offer me an apprenticeship, which I would have loved to have taken. But the problem was I lived south of Perth, and this was North Perth. So I was driving for about an hour and a bit one way, and then an hour and a bit the other way. So it would, and it was going to be split shift. So it would just be, like, really, really hard for me to do it unless I decided to live in the city, but I didn't have money to be able to do that yet. So I couldn't do it. And I really wish I stuck with it because it was an amazing job. I absolutely loved it. And the people that I worked with were amazing. They were really, really lovely. And it was kind of my thing. And they actually supply, like, little cakes and that for airplanes, like the airplane companies. So it was cool. Like, airplane food does come fresh from places. Just saying. So it was really, like, that was so fascinating and so cool. And I really, really miss working for them. And then I moved into an office job, and well, 10 years later I quit. But, like, my love for cooking and baking is just because, like, it's you can just do things, you can make things, you can create whatever, and if it doesn't taste good, you throw it out and do something else. But baking, like, and I think this is kind of what I find hilarious is when people say, "Oh, I can't bake," and I'm like, well, think of it as a science experiment. If you get those measurements perfectly fine and you follow the times to the exact moment, nothing will go wrong and it will be perfect. If you try and artsy fartsy your way through it and do a little bit here and a little bit there and put it in for maybe this amount of time or that, then it's not going to work. So yeah, I think baking is so fun because you have to be precise in order for it to turn out. And if it doesn't turn out, you've done something wrong. And God forbid, I'll let you know, I haven't burnt anything. I've never messed up baking. I've always got everything right. Not trying to sound all like, look at me. It's just because I follow a recipe, and I'm worried I'm going to spill this. And yeah, and I love it. And it's just fun. You get to create things. It gets to be fun and free and just so pretty and everything. My rambling. What are we saying in the comments? After you do the drip cake, can you recreate a Big Mac? You know what? I probably could. I'd have to give it a go. The only thing is that would be very boring because it wouldn't take very long. Whereas baking takes a while. But I could do that. I'd be happy to. And then give it to my partner for lunch the next day and be like, here's your Maccas. But yeah, it's yeah, I love cooking. And this time that I've had off has given me the chance to cook and fall back in love with it again. Because before it wasn't fun. I come home from work and then I'm like, oh, now I'm gonna cook. And then after a while, my partner took over cooking. So I come home and I'd be like, now what do I do? And he's cooking. And it's like he's an amazing, amazing cook. Like very good. He does stir fries and everything. He's very, very good. But yeah, it just got to the point where I'm like, look, I can finally cook again, and I'm very, very happy with it. White balancing on one leg, painting. Oh dear. Oh, balancing on one leg. Oh dear. I won't be able to do that because of copyright. um yeah. So next week, yeah, definitely I'll do a cake. I'll do a vanilla cake with jam and cream center with a white chocolate drip down it, which will be very, very fun and very nice. I'm excited for that, and I can't wait to try it either. I'm one of those people that likes licking the bowl and licking the beaters. Oh, and I get to use my fresh eggs that I have every day. But yeah, um, but yeah, any of you are watching, when this video is over, feel free to put in the comments recipe ideas for my lives, and I'll do it. I really want to start making things, so don't be a stranger. Feel free after the video ends to put it in the comments the next day or something, because that's when it will be up. Well, I do put it up at night, but yeah, it takes me a little while. What else can I say? What else am I going to talk about? How long have we done? 148. Okay. Don't forget, guys, like this. It'd be really nice. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, where you'll see a lot of vlogs from me where you actually get to know me, which is cool. Just kind of promoting my channel right now. There's a lot of vlogs on there. There's a lot of holiday vlogs, but there's a lot of videos that I have. I say a lot of videos that I have in the pipeline, in the background, that I'm trying to get done and trying to do and trying to figure out and sort out and edit and everything. And I've got a few ideas in my head of things that I want to do for this channel. So it's slowly starting to do things. Like I'm slowly doing things, and because I have all this time, I'm trying so hard to think of fresh ideas and things to do to this channel and what to add to this channel and stuff. So yeah, so don't be a stranger and go watch my content and enjoy it. I don't mean like, oh my god, enjoy it. Like I mean like, hopefully you enjoy it. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. What is the time? You know what? I'll probably finish then as well, I think, because then that's at least, what, 2 hours? Yes, it'll be the shortest stream, one of the shortest streams I've done on a Friday night, but you're the only one talking to me. So, I don't just wanna sit here because then I'll sit in silence. Um, but yeah, like I said, I've got a lot of things, like a few ideas of what I wanna do with this channel and stuff like that, so I'm working on it slowly. Um, but then I'm also, like, looking at other things. So I do have a TikTok if you guys are interested. I go there, and post a lot of videos on there. Um, so feel free to go check those out and have a giggle. Um, because that's kind of the content I'm at the moment. That's the content I'm making is funny TikToks. Got a lot of other ones that I've saved. Bloody hell, that's late. I get a sleep in tomorrow. I'm happy. Um, yeah, so TikTok for me is like where I'm at the moment. If you go to my TikTok page, there's a lot of funny things because that's just what I'm doing. Because at the moment, with everything going on, I'd rather make people laugh and be happy and forget about everything and just have a moment where they can just forget about it. Once all this is over, I've got a lot of other sounds that I've saved that are a bit more not serious, but a bit more like I'd say more of what I would like to post, like dancing videos. I have put a couple of dancing videos, but not too many. But I've got like dancing videos that I want to do. I've got, I think, a few serious scene type things, like wordy things and stuff like that. So there's a few other things, like more serious side of TikTok that I want to do as well. So yeah. And also for this channel, I'm thinking about doing a series based on a single character. Um, oh, that's not good. Um, Basically a single character. I'm not going to give details away, but kind of more like a wizard type thing. That's why I've been playing around with special effects and everything in the last few days. So that's kind of what I'm wanting to work on, something like that. I'm also working on a new character to bring onto my channel as like if you go to like someone like Colleen Ballinger where she does Miranda or um uh who's it, Christian Hull who's got um Trish, or Hey who's got Sandra, those kinds of that idea of actually having another person character on my channel, just for shits and giggles. That's kind of what I want. So I kind of want to try and do that and see if I can, you know, make people laugh just by being stupid. Because I seem to be able to make people laugh just by being stupid, and I love that. That's my main thing. What happened to Taylor's channel? Yeah, that's something I can't talk about. I will say that. I wanna protect her privacy and her dignity and everything, but yeah, I can't talk about that. That's not my business. I know what happened and I know what's happening, but I'm not talking about it because I can't. Like, it's not my place to say. That's something you need to ask her. Um, yeah, so I've got that. I've got a series with my friend that we'll start filming when all this is over. Um, which I can't wait to get into, but I can't believe that this all happened, so I had to push it back. I'm also wanting her to be part of a series based on two characters that end up living together that I'm typing out at the moment. Which I said, I've only done one scene. I need to work on it more. Um, develop the story. It's basically a guy, me, moving in with this girl that he's never met before. It was cheaper to do this, and yeah, she's very much kind of. They're both from two opposite sides of life. He's from a very very rich family, and she's just lived normal, and he lost everything. His family business went into liquidation and lost everything, so he had to go from riches to nothing. And basically, yeah, that's kind of the storyline, and I'm rolling with that and trying to create like an interesting story based on that, and make it funny but make it serious. And kind of like I have an inspiration from, which I'm sure everyone's probably watched, Will and Grace. Um, that there was a moment in Will and Grace that I'll always remember, and my partner will remember as well. And the fight scene that they had, where they had kind of a screaming match at each other, and it felt so real. I kind of want that emotion, like that full, like you feel what we feel. You feel when we're happy, you feel when we're sad, you feel when we're angry, the whole emotion roller coaster thing. And I want that in this series. So I have to try and write it all in, and then hope that when I catch up with her again, we can go through it together and see what we can change and what we can add, and do all sorts of things like that. So that's on that, which will be an interesting kind of storyline to see what I can do with that. My character that I want to do for myself, basically the wizard thing, I don't know. I'm not sure whether I should make it up on the spot or actually write something out, because I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I've got an idea that I've been thinking about, but I just don't know how to execute it to the way that I want it to be. But I also want it to be hilarious. Like, I don't want it to be serious. I want it to be like funny, like silly funny, like comedy funny. And also my character that I want to bring online is going to be a very opposite person to me. Like, swears a lot, uh, seems like she's always drunk and loves alcohol. Is just just terrible person to be with, terrible person to drive with, the whole thing, basically. Like, basically tuning in my like inner bitch and using that as the kind of solid ground to start with and work from there. What was I saying? I think I know from something someone told me about someone who I saw had been watching who was apparently dodgy. Like I said, I can't say anything. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't want to say anything. Even if I could say something, I still wouldn't. Um, and yeah, I don't. I'm surprised she's not on here tonight. Maybe she got busy, because she was on last week's. Um, but yeah, so there's a few things happening in my world, as you can hear. There are definitely a few things happening and a few things in my mind. And I'm one of those terrible people that doesn't write my ideas down. I just have it in here, and it just goes over and over and over with everything. And I think of everything. And the worst timing is when I go to bed, that I start thinking of everything. Like the other night, I was like lying in bed and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep now. And that moment, I thought of, like, because it was the same day that I sat outside and typed my first, like, part of my first scene. And I'm like, right, now I'm going to go to sleep. No, next moment I'm up in bed with my phone and my notes going, I need to type this bit out and this bit out, and these are the ideas I've got for this and this and this. And I'm like, I just want to sleep. I'm like, this is the worst timing. But because it was so fresh in my head from that day of spending time typing, I'm like, I need to get it out of my head or I'm gonna lose it. And the morning I wake up and be like, what was it? Oh, I don't know. Whatever. Whereas if I just type it, like, write it out quickly, it's done. So yeah, I've got to remember to write all my ideas down and do that. So yeah, that's a lot of talking in that one little segment. That's a bit of talking. Um, but I think because it's only Salad who's actually talking to me and no one else, I think as much as I love people that are viewing me, thank you so much. I could ramble, but I know I don't have anything to talk about. As you can tell by all the rambling that I've been doing, there's nothing really to talk about, which I guess is what these things are for, to go live and just chat about silly things. But I definitely will, definitely next week. Please tune in next week. I will be baking, thanks to Salad, who's given us an idea for what to bake, because I was trying to figure out what to do. And then, yeah, and I'll be more prepared next time when I sit down and do these chatty ones. Um, So, yes, thank you, Salad. Definitely please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Your support means everything, keeps me going. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Even if you just had me in the background while you were doing whatever you're doing. Um, Thank you. You've given me watch hours. You are the best. Thank you to Salad for joining me and chatting to me and being there. You are amazing. Good to see you again. I didn't see you last week. Thank you, Jess, for joining me. And I just want to make sure. And there was another person, wasn't there? There was. I need to. Sorry, I want to make sure I give my thanks. Super JC 2003. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Every single one of you that joined me and chatted to me, thank you so much. Yeah, I'll get a shout out. So basically that's what I'm going to do from now on. If you chat to me at the end of the video, you get a shout out. So that's what I'm going to do. So thank you so much. Have a good night wherever you are. Good morning, good night, good evening, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye. Yes.